Okay, so all of these inserts are now taken off to length because I've got the motor back in. I've managed to face them all off to length, and I've chamfered them all. We've still got a depth stop in the collet in here, and they're all taken off to more or less 9mm, more or less, give or take a couple of hundredths. I don't need to be any more accurate than really about a tenth, but hey, or even half a mil. But there you go. So what we're going to do now is we are going to drill them. They've also all been centre popped on the other end. Now this one here, so we've got a nice flat end. What we're going to do is we're going to use the cross slide on the lathe as a depth stop for the tailstock. So what we're going to do is we're going to push in the tailstock until we touch. I know that I need 8mm of depth from touch off in the holes. So what we're going to do now is, if we come in to the tail end of the tailstock, which is just here, I've got a thing on here, so I'm going to set that to, that's now set to 2mm deep. So tailstock's in place, set to 2mm deep. The drill is touching the piece. Lock the tailstock, unlock the cross slide, bring it back until it touches the tailstock. Now, as any fool know, 2mm plus 8mm equals 10mm, which means that I can go straight in here with my tailstock ram to 10mm deep to do my drills. And then I can pull this out, so I come back out to round about 0, pull this out, take the piece out, put the next piece in, come back in to a known stop, go back into 10mm, because I've got like 40 of them to do. So, that's how it's going to go down. Once we've done that, we replace this with a little countersink tool, and we'll do exactly the same thing, and we'll countersink all the holes ready for tapping. Okay, I don't know whether this shot's going to work, but this tool is pretty close to being magic. It's an automatic tapping head that allows you to tap into blind holes most of the time without snapping the tap. Under power, obviously. So what it's got is a pretty nifty little gearbox inside it. So as you feed down, well, as it rotates, this arm blocks things, and as you're feeding down, the tap rotates in the way that you would normally expect it to, and then as you start pulling back out, it pulls this way, which reverses the gearbox, and it rotates the tap back out of the piece. It's got an adjustable torque setting. So once it gets to the bottom of the hole, it stops. So let's see how that goes, shall we? Put my glasses on. Not enough torque. So up the torque a bit. That's not bad at all. I think my tap might be a bit dull. Yes, I think that tap's probably dull. Given that that's not going in, we'll try cranking up the torque a bit more and see what happens with the sure they're well lubed, because that helps enormously. like it. And there we go. See? Close to magic.